Hey, beautiful souls, we're diving into something truly transformative, the magical realm of divine feminine energy. You might have heard this term floating around the spiritual and wellness spaces, but maybe you're wondering, what exactly does it mean? And more importantly, how can it create a profound change in your life? Trust me, this energy is not only powerful, but it's also life-altering in ways you might not expect. So, buckle up because today we're going on a journey of self-discovery, healing, and empowerment. Did you know that embracing your divine feminine energy can unlock levels of personal growth and transformation you never thought possible? This energy isn't just reserved for women. It's a universal force that exists within every one of us, regardless of gender. Whether you're struggling with self-doubt, navigating a difficult phase in life, or simply looking to reconnect with yourself, tapping into this divine feminine power can open doors to creativity, intuition, and healing. If that sounds like something you're ready to explore, make sure to stick around to the end because I've got some amazing stories and actionable steps that you can start applying to your life today. And hey, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you find it valuable. Let's dive in. All right, let's kick things off by understanding what divine feminine energy is all about. What exactly is this energy that so many people are talking about? Is it something mystical or ethereal? Not really. It's actually a very grounded and accessible part of ourselves. Divine feminine energy represents qualities like intuition, nurturing, and creativity, things we often overlook in a society that prioritizes logic, productivity, and action. But when we begin to embrace and honor these traits, amazing shifts start to happen. Now, here's the important part. Divine feminine energy isn't just for women. Let's break that stereotype right now. It's universal. Think of it as a yin to the yang, a balance to the more aggressive and dominant energies that often take center stage in our lives. Everyone, whether you're male, female, non-binary, or anything in between, has both feminine and masculine energies within them. The key is to create a balance between the two. When we focus solely on our masculine energy, things like logic, structure, and productivity, without nurturing our feminine side, we can feel drained, disconnected, and creatively blocked. That's why tapping into the divine feminine is so important for personal growth and well-being. So, now that we've defined it, let's talk about the challenges people face when trying to connect with this powerful energy. We live in a world that doesn't always make it easy to connect with the divine feminine. Do you ever feel like expressing your emotions makes you seem weak or vulnerable? You're not alone. Societal conditioning plays a massive role in disconnecting us from these softer, more intuitive aspects of ourselves. From a young age, many of us are taught to prioritize masculine traits like competitiveness, dominance, and independence, while traits associated with the feminine, vulnerability, emotional expression, and empathy are often downplayed or even ridiculed. Raise your hand if you've ever felt confused or uncertain about how to express this softer side of yourself. Yep, it's a real struggle. A lot of us might think, this just isn't for me. I'm too logical for this, or I'm not the artistic type. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Divine feminine energy is not about fitting a mold. It's about embracing who you authentically are. And then there's trauma, which can create a whole other layer of difficulty. Experiences like heartbreak, toxic relationships, or past wounds can block us from tapping into our nurturing and intuitive sides. It's like a shield goes up, making it hard to trust ourselves and others. I totally get it, so many of us have been there. But the good news? You can overcome these obstacles, and today I'm going to show you how. Let's break it down. What exactly are the characteristics of divine feminine energy? How do we start recognizing and embracing them in our lives? First and foremost is intuition, that gut feeling, that inner knowing, that little voice that guides us. How often do we ignore this voice, only to realize later that we should have listened? Intuition is like our personal GPS. When we cultivate it, we can make better decisions, stay aligned with our true selves, and navigate life with more ease. And trust me, when you learn to honor this voice, everything shifts. Imagine living life in alignment with your highest self. How much smoother would your path be? Here's a tip. Start small. When faced with a decision, instead of immediately turning to logic, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what is my intuition telling me? Whether it's a career choice, a relationship, or even what to eat for dinner, Tuning into this inner voice will help you build trust with yourself over time. Next up, creativity. Now, this doesn't mean you have to become the next Picasso or write a best-selling novel. Creativity is about expressing yourself in ways that feel authentic to you. It could be through painting, writing, cooking, dancing, designing, whatever lights you up. The divine feminine is all about connecting with our emotions and channeling them into something tangible. When we allow ourselves to create, we unlock a whole new level of self-expression and emotional release. You might find that it not only helps you process feelings, but also sparks joy and fulfillment. What's your favorite creative outlet? Let me know in the comments. And then there's nurturing energy, but not just in the way we traditionally think of nurturing. It's not only about taking care of others. This is also about how we nurture ourselves. How do we show ourselves love, care, and compassion on a daily basis? Are you giving yourself permission to rest when needed, to feel your emotions without judgment, or to simply be kind to yourself? The divine feminine invites us to care for ourselves in ways that go beyond the physical, tending to our emotional and spiritual needs as well. Start by creating small rituals in your day-to-day life that allow you to feel nurtured. Maybe that's a warm bath with essential oils, journaling before bed, or spending time in nature. These practices don't have to be complicated or time-consuming. They just need to feel good to you. Now, I want to share a story that truly illustrates the transformative power of divine feminine energy. Meet Sarah. Sarah was like so many of us, struggling with self-doubt, anxiety, and a sense of disconnection from her true self. She had always been a very logical, achievement-oriented person, focusing on success, goals, and productivity. But no matter how much she accomplished, she felt like something was missing. Her relationships were strained, her creativity was blocked, and she found it hard to express her emotions. One day, Sarah decided to try journaling, something she hadn't done since she was a teenager. She wasn't even sure why she started, but something inside her told her to give it a try. As she began to write, she started tapping into her emotions, her thoughts, and her desires in a way she hadn't before. Soon, journaling became a regular practice. Through it, she began connecting with her intuition, expressing her creativity through painting, and finding a community of supportive women who encouraged her to embrace her softer side. Over time, Sarah transformed her life. She became more confident, connected, and fulfilled. She no longer felt the need to hide her emotions or ignore her intuition. Instead, she embraced her divine feminine energy, and it completely shifted her perspective and her life. Sarah's story is just one example of how powerful this energy can be. So imagine what embracing your own divine feminine energy could do for you. To wrap things up, we've explored the significance of divine feminine energy and the profound impact it can have on our lives. By tapping into our intuition, creativity, and nurturing qualities, we open the door to personal growth, self-discovery, and a deeper connection with ourselves. Remember, this isn't a one-time thing. Connecting with your divine feminine energy is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to listen to yourself on a deeper level. But the rewards are worth it, trust me. So, I want to leave you with this. Take one small step today to connect with your divine feminine. Maybe it's sitting quietly and listening to your intuition. Maybe it's trying a new creative project, or maybe it's simply nurturing yourself in a way that feels good. Whatever it is, start today. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had moments where you felt connected to your divine feminine energy? How did it feel, and what impact did it have on your life? Let's get a conversation going in the comments below. I absolutely love hearing your stories and insights. And if you're craving more content like this, make sure to check out my other videos on personal growth, spirituality, and self-love. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it valuable. Let's keep growing and glowing together, beautiful souls.